guys, welcome back to my channel. Before I start talking about this build, I want to apologize for the audio quality if it's not the best. I do have a new microphone, but unfortunately I have to wait for this cable to come in order to attach it to my new laptop I just actually got, because the laptop I was using, I believe I mentioned in a previous video, was only 4 gigabytes of RAM. So it was not working well at all with filming and playing the game. Like, I could play the game no problem on a lower setting. It's fine. But when I was filming and trying to do all that fun stuff, it was not working. My laptop was constantly in overdrive. If I didn't have a little fan attached to it, it probably would have burned out on me by then. So, anyways, this build here, it's a 3-cabin tree house. Now, my original idea was to make a little tree house with the tree growing outside of it. It was supposed to just be one house, but I decided that I didn't feel like it had enough dimension, so I decided to add a little bit more, like little pathways and everything, and this is what I came up with. Like, I know it's a little bland as far as, it's just 3 boxes, but I think it's kind of cute. It's like an interesting concept. I was originally going to do like a double staircase, but that just didn't work out. Honestly, the staircases gave me so much trouble. I was actually trying here to attach them, and it did kind of attach. Yeah, it did attach to like my little walkway, but then I had that gap with the fence, and it just did not look good. So I just gave up on it because, unfortunately, you can't win every battle, especially with The Sims. There's some things that just don't make much sense, but that's what happened there. So I'm having a little virtual tour at the end of this video, so if you're not a big fan of watching speed builds, I won't hold it against you if you just go to the very end of the video. It's like the last 2 minutes or so, and I'll just show you all the rooms and explain like my idea about everything. I did like what I did here. It's I guess I was struggling a little bit just getting the balconies just right and trying to decide what objects I want to do, because like this is supposed to be like a vacation lot, but then at the same time I wanted that could easily be transformed into a residential if you would decide that you wanted your sim to live there, which, I mean, honestly, it'd be pretty cool to live in a treehouse, right? I ended up using quite a few objects from the Eco Living pack, and I know a lot of people really don't like the pack. Well, I guess it's like 50-50. Some people really like it, some people don't. I like it for like the build objects and the buy objects, or the buy objects too, but like the Create a Sim, like some of the new outfits that came with it are just like so cute, and to be honest, I probably would wear some of them in real life. I'm a little weird as far as fashion goes. Like, I do more comfort. I'm not really big on actual fashion. Like, I don't care what the latest trend is. That stuff doesn't really bother me. I just care about, like, what's comfortable to me. Okay, I'm just rambling about fashion and a speed build. I don't know why. So, I kind of figured that this would be kind of this get away from nature, or get away from the city, and like be one with nature kind of build. So like I used a bunch of wood and like stone, and like tried to use natural materials, and like with the trees, it's kind of like built around them. You can't see me doing the quotation, I'm not using webcam. But I tried to like make it look as naturally as possible. Now there was those windows, the ones that have like the open panels. I actually really wanted to use them, but it didn't look good in this build, and I'm honestly disappointed because I've been really wanting to use those windows for a while in a build, and I just can't seem to find a build that would actually work for those windows. But I ended up settling for these windows. Like I used a lot of stuff that was from like Outdoor Retreat and what's the other one, the Adventure, I can't think of the name offhand, but the one where The Jungle Adventures? I don't feel like that's the right name. I am so sorry. It's actually very late, and I know I say that all the time in my videos, but I do film my videos very late because I have my 2 kids and everything, and I spend time with them during the day. Nighttime is my me time, so my me time is when I do my Sims builds because it's fun for me. And then I do all my editing when no one's around because I get a little shy about talking in front of, like, even my husband. My husband, he says it's fine. Like, he'll put in headphones and everything, and I get nervous. Even knowing that he possibly, like, he says he can't hear me. I think he can, and maybe that's just why I get nervous. So, I don't know why I get nervous, because, like, he's my husband, but I'm just a very shy person by nature. I actually play D&D with a couple of my friends every Monday, and I can kind of do accents. I'm not very good at it at all. And I tried the other week. We were playing D&D, and actually I think we were playing it. Yeah, it was back when we were doing like remote, and I tried to do an accent, and I just froze up, and it doesn't make much sense because I've known these people my entire life, basically, especially the one, my best friend, was my best friend since kindergarten, and we're 20, like in our late 20s now, so I've known them for quite a while, so you'd think I'd be able to, try an accent in front of them, but I'm weird. I'm, like I said, I'm very, very shy, and it's like these videos, they're starting to help me open up more, and that is part of the reason why I do them. The other part is because I think it's fun to see what other people think of your creations, get feedback. Like, I would love some feedback because I know that my builds are not the best. I have been learning a lot thanks to other YouTubers, thanks to people that are commenting, like, or messaging me, and not so much on here. I mean, I do get compliments on here and every now and then. I really appreciate it, and helps me feel like what I'm doing, like I'm actually making progress, which feels really good. And I don't know how to describe it, and I hope that I'm not sounding too weird offhand. I mean, I am weird, and I'll admit that. So, anyways, what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm trying to use YouTube to kind of help get me out of my shell, try to express myself more. Like, Sims is a great way to express your creativity. Oh, yeah, here we are right here. I actually loved what I did here because I actually learned the trick through another Sims video, and I think I did tell you about this in another video, where if you use like 9 or 0, you can move objects up and down. Now, there is a way to unlock like all the world objects and like other objects. Like, you can have bugs and fish and everything in your builds, and like here I ended up putting 2 bugs down on these dressers, like after I played around for a while, because like everything was just like the way that this dresser was. It had basically like 2 grids that things could snap on, and I had the leaves and they looked great there. Those lanterns would have looked great, like perfect, if they had centered, but I just could not get them to center. And then that's when I remembered, oh yeah, debug. So if you do the bb.show hidden objects true, I think you have to write true, not on, you'll be able to unlock like so many cool items. Like, even base game, you got a lot of items, and then when you add in the items from the other packs, and you can filter the debug by packs too, so that really helps when you're trying to find something that you know comes from a certain pack. So I ended up having a butterfly and a praying mantis, and it looked really cool, and I thought it just kind of gave it a little extra naturey kind of feel to the whole cabin. Alright, so I'm actually getting pretty close to the end of this speed build here. What type of content would you guys like to see me do? I have a plan. I'm making actually Coco from the New Horizons Animal Crossing game. I'm making her in The Sims next, and honestly, she looks a little creepy just because of the whole eye thing. And I'm sure if you've played Animal Crossing, you know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, I really like her, so I think her sim actually came out pretty cute. Like the eye thing's a little off, but at the same time, it makes her cute, and it like you can tell that it is Coco, and I absolutely like loved making her, and I was surprised by all the objects I could actually find to, or the create a sim objects I could find to actually make her look pretty much like how she is. And I really didn't use too much custom content on her either. Oh, and that reminds me, there is no custom content in this build at all. My builds, I try not to add custom content. That way you can just download them straight from the gallery and just throw them right in your game if you are interested in playing with them. Anyways, so if you guys have any suggestions on what type of builds you'd like me to try next, or if you have a challenge for me, because honestly, I really like doing the owl shell challenge, and I think I'm going to try to do a couple more challenges. But leave those suggestions in the comments, and I will attempt to try them, best I can. Can't guarantee it's going to be perfect, but, I'm going to try, and I love being able to interact with all of you. And again, I appreciate the kind words everyone has given me, the likes, the shares, everything. And it's really nice, and I know I sound cheesy, but it really does help. So I'm adding the little panel things on the roof like at the very end because I completely forgot about that, and the railings for the staircase. I went and saved it and was about to upload it to the gallery, and I'm like, oh no, I forgot these. Honestly, I'm just glad I remembered before I did upload it. All right, let's do a little virtual tour first. We'll start here on the ground level. We've got a few outdoor activities like horseshoe, a campfire, there's bonfire in the back. We've got like a little playground in the distance there for the kids to play on. Whole bunch of leaves that are just scattered all over the place. Let your kids play in them. Let the adults have their woohoos in them. Let I'm gonna start here on the of the three buildings. We're going to start with the main building, the big one. This will be our living area. Out front, we've got a nice little chessboard. Off to the side here, there's that grill. And inside, I love how I made like this little kitchen area. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. And I liked using the different counters. Now that I discovered that you can do that, it's like so much fun to do, and it just like makes my builds look so much nicer. I tried not to use too many packs with this, but I know I did go a little overboard of like different types of cookingware, like the popcorn machine. We've got the drinks. I think that was from the spa day, and like this little coffee maker, I thought it just matched really well, so I used that one there. And we've got a mini fridge instead of a full size fridge because camping, I felt like the mini fridge fit this better than a full size fridge. Not to mention that I was able to like do these cute little log paintings on both sides. Next, we've got the little living area here. We've got a nice big flat screen TV, very comfy, rustic looking couch. I like the blinds I used here. I used them throughout the entire build, and I think it just really added to like the feel. I actually enlarged this here, which you should have been able to see in my speed build. And I thought the coat rack and the magazine rack did this magazine rack or shelf? What is that called? I don't know. I thought they just worked well together here. We got a nice little dining area for your family. You could have up to 5 people eating here. Plus, the Sims. Half the time they're probably just gonna sit on the couch anyways. Um, so here's like where the tree sits, and it's oh, sorry, camera panned away. And I just like how it looks with like the tree growing right through the building. Now we'll go to the second largest one, right down here. This will be our bedroom area. We've got the beehives right here, just in case if you want to harvest some honey. Got a nice little seating area here. And there are only 2 beds, and they are single beds, but there really wasn't a lot of room for one. And I didn't want to make it any bigger because I didn't want to ruin the feeling. So this is what we got here. We've even got like a camera for your tourists to take a bunch of pictures outside. Um, I had bug repellent down. I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. I did play test this. I think my sim might have swiped it, but it should be on the gallery with the bug repellent. And if it's not, I really am sorry. You can get it in debug, or you can get it in game as is. So also with I use debug here to get like a couple of bugs. I've got the praying mantis, and this one is a Jezebel butterfly. I think I'm saying that right. And I really like this plant, and I thought it looked really good, so I used it again in here. And like this little wreath, I have it on all the doors, and it's just like really pretty. I was gonna put it on the outside, but I felt like it just looked a little nicer on the inside compared to the outside, because it kind of took away from the naturey feel at first. But I could have put it on the outside, but here I am second guessing myself. I think I already had enough here on the outside. I think it was fine. Now, finally, we've got right here our tiniest one. Here's where our 2 planters are on this side, 2 more on this side. Got the little bug huts if you want to eat some crickets while you're on vacation. I'm not judging. It's our bathroom right here. Now, these are purely decor, so I didn't worry about having these blocked off. But the shower here and the toilet, your Sims should be able to get to them. I didn't have any issues when I was playtesting it. And again, we've got the tree growing through here. I think it's so cool. More naturey like decor. And it just like I tried to keep like the woodsy feeling throughout this entire house. And I really like what I did. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed this content, and I'll keep making more. You will be able to find all of my builds that you see on my channel on my gallery under Mystic Magic Dream. No K in magic in the gallery. I've explained it before. EA had a character limit, so my usernames are slightly different, and I'm not changing my YouTube name to match my EA name at this point. It's okay. Don't mind me rambling. Sorry about that. So subscribe if you're new to the channel, share this video with a friend, and I will see you all next time. Have a magical day, everyone. Goodbye.